Is less than 24 hours away, and groups in Grand Rapids are gearing up for trick-or-treating. Meanwhile, Duluth crews are working on a temporary closure on Arrowhead Road. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start in Grand Rapids, where trick-or-treating activities are taking over the city tomorrow. First, Majestic Pines Senior Living will host after-school trick-or-treating from 3 to 4 p.m. Then the Emeralds at Grand Rapids is hosting their third annual trunk-or-treat event from 4 to 6. United Methodist Church will host their frightfully delightful Halloween celebration starting at 4:30. At the same time, Community Presbyterian Church will be kicking off their trunk-or-treat event. That will run until 7 p.m. And finally, First Lutheran Church will kick off their trunk-or-treat festivities at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. That'll wrap up around 7. We'll end in Duluth, where road work is taking over Arrowhead Road right before Halloween night. Crews will close two lanes of traffic on West Arrowhead Road for utility maintenance. That closure will be between both Swan Lake Road intersections. Now, one lane of traffic will be available in both directions, but drivers should expect delays. Work is expected to wrap up by the end of the day today. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland city by city. In the studio, Anna Olfelt, Northern News Now.